we're in. So, Shannon, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you fear the Clippers?
Yes.
Steve, you worth $100 billion.
They're not cheap.
But unfortunately,
they're not crappy.
But Skip, unfortunately, you can't buy your way to a championship here. It's a 1. And you know this, Skip. This is always going to be a Laker town.
You are not threatened at all.
None. Because let me tell you why, Skip. Your best player is injury prone and he's getting older. And as you get older, you don't get healthier. And so that's why I'm unconcerned. And it's not like guys are lining up. Because remember, KD said no. Kyrie said no. Jimmy Butler said no. So it's not like these superstar guys are lining up to come play with Kawhi. So we can say all this, this guy rebuffed LeBron, this guy rebuffed LeBron. They were buffing you know who also. So with that being said, look, I understand. He has more money than all the other NBA owners combined. If they compiled all their money together, they don't have more money than Steve Ballmer. That's why he can go it alone and say, yeah, I'm going to build my own $2 billion arena. And I'm going to do all this. He can do all that, Skip. But at the end of the day, this is always going. You can bring another team here, Skip. You think it's going to be anything other than a Dodger town. You think this is going to be anything other than a Laker town. You're sadly mistaken. It's not. This is what it is. This is what it's going to be. And the sooner he accepts that, the better off he's going to be. He'll sleep a lot better at night. I mean, he probably sleep good worth $100 billion, but if he think he got to have a team that's going to challenge Skip, these Laker fans, it's Lakers or nothing. It's Dodgers or nothing. Ain't no other favorite player. They don't got no other nothing. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, you can go to other places. It's like, well, if I wasn't this, I root for that. They're like, no, I'm a Laker. I don't care what else happened. I don't care nothing about anybody else. Dodgers. I don't care about any other team or this guy or Mike Trout or that. It's Dodgers. It's Lakers, Dodgers. Ain't nobody been. I've been here 5 years, and I don't go out much, but I've been out a lot. I ain't seen nobody say I'm a Clipper fan. Not one person other than you. You a faux Clipper fan anyway, so I don't count that. Not one Clipper fan.
I'm a Kawhi fan. You know it, and I know it.
Nobody but a Clipper Down and Marcellus, and where are they anyway?
So I worked here for the LA Times back a long time ago, back in the 1970s, and this town was Dodgers, Dodger Blue, Dodgers.
Yes.
First and last, it was a Dodger town.
Yes.
The Lakers had Kareem, but they didn't have Magic, and they hadn't become Showtime. And once that happened, they began to rival the Dodgers.
Yes.
I'm not sure they ever supplanted the Dodgers, but they rivaled the Dodgers. Okay, and the Rams have always been the Rams. For some reason, they've never caught hold. Actually, when the Raiders were here, they started to threaten just because they had such a fervent following.
Yes.
And it was just something about the silver and black.
Yeah.
It appealed to a whole new segment of the population.
It was hard to get behind the Rams because the Rams was in Anaheim. They theoretically wasn't in L.A.
I was covering when they were at the Coliseum, and it was some sleepy Sundays out at that Coliseum. You got to believe me. So here comes this man with all this money and all this chutzpah.
Yes.
And he's got some guts because he's got some billions.
He got some.
And I love this story. This is my favorite story of the week because he is saying, we are coming, Lakers. We are coming. And he was asked by Bill Plaschke of the LA Times, do you actually think that Laker fans are scared of you guys? And he said a little bit. And then he chuckled. He said a little bit. And I say it's a lot. I just wish we had lie detectors attached to these two chairs where our faithful viewers could see it go up on the screen and watch the needle go like this. Because I believe that deep down you're not a 1 on a scale of 10.
What?
I think you're up about a 7 right now.
For what?
Because you are afraid of who the Clippers are and what they might become.
What are they?
Well, they're no longer the cheap, crappy Clippers, right?
Okay, Skip, you getting your own place. You getting out of our apartment. You getting out of our basement.
Well, as
we're
he
in
said,
the duplex.
He said, we've got to get out of the shadows.
There you go.
The basement. Got to get out of the shadows, and we need to build our own home court advantage in a new place and a new time.
Right.
And it's going to be state of the heart. It's going to be way beyond anything Staples ever dreamed of being.
But guess what, Skip? You got this pearly nice building. Oh, it's so gorgeous. And you got state of the art, the Jumbotron. And I'm sure the food is going to be, everybody's going to be Michelin star restaurant, Michelin star quality, all of that. But what about your product? What about the product? See, we put a great product in the Staples Center.
All I know is once they signed Kawhi Leonard out from under the Los Angeles Lakers, it was the biggest shocker I've ever experienced in my career. It was July the 5th of a couple of years ago, and you know and I know, we had a literal earthquake here in L.A., and it was a seismograph sizable one, right? It shook.
It did.
It shook all the way to Las Vegas. It shook the scoreboard in Las Vegas at the Summer League.
But we got a title already. Y'all ain't got none.
And you did not see that coming because nobody reporting in the media saw Kawhi Leonard doing that to LeBron
Being
James.
sneaky, huh?
Because LeBron was telling all of his media confidants, we got Kawhi. And Kawhi had a quote to... who was it, to Rick Bucher, I believe, that was previous to this move that he made when he said, I don't want to play with LeBron, I want to play against LeBron. Remember that?
Yeah.
So you can say...
So he don't want to win no titles. That's what he said. Basically what he said, I don't want to win any more titles. I got two and I'm good.
He had two, and he would have had three last year if he hadn't gotten hurt.
Nope.
Thanks to Joe Ingles.
Oh, really? I thought you said it was an accident. I thought you said it was just a little bump.
It was a subtle little bump.
But you blaming Joe Ingles now.
Well, he was the one who initiated said bump. And I told you it looked worse than people were thinking because you thought, oh, he'll be right back because he came back in the game and made
But that's what you tell me.
throws.
I was just going by what you tell me because LeBron came back in the game, so it couldn't have been that bad. So that was just basing it on after your medical expertise.
It took Chris Paul having the game of his life to end that series in Game 6. Do you remember what he did late third all the way through the fourth? I've never seen anything like it. I didn't know Chris Paul had that in him.
But Skip, it was taking Paul George. It was taking Marcus Morris. It was taking your guy. It was taking you guys to have the game of their lives in order to continue this series.
We were on a roll. We had come back from 0-2 down at Dallas and down, what were we?
You go 2 down.
Yeah, well, I can't remember how many points we were down in the first quarter. Did we get down to 18?
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it before.
You was down big to Utah also. And it took Terrence Mann having the game of his life.
He did. And he was arriving as a star, not a superstar, but a star, and certainly a starter for this team. And if Kawhi had stayed healthy, and Ballmer acknowledged this, they're going to go win it all. That's what he believes it. I believe it. You said they would have at least gotten to the finals.
Yeah. Well, Skip, if we did help, well, it wouldn't have been close because the Nets would have won it if we do it help. But that's a part of it. That's a part of it. That's what makes sports so, because it's over a long period of time. And then you got to stay healthy and dodge those minefields. It's a minefield. Sports is a bunch of minefields. You never know when someone's going to step on one, and it's a hamstring, it's a knee, it's an ankle, it's a whatever, and they're out, and it upsets your entire season. And that's what happens. So the Milwaukee Bucks were able to navigate the minefield. The Nets were not. The Clippers were not. The Lakers were not.
What happened on Kawhi's opening night? You want to talk about guts? You want to talk about, so to speak, onions? Kawhi Leonard drops a commercial on opening night as they're playing the Lakers at Staples, and it's a New Balance commercial. And you ridiculed it, said they're orthopedic shoes, right? And I don't know if we still have that hanging.
Yeah, you know
we still have it. Look, there he is in his vintage car. Wait, look at the keychain. It's got a crown dangling on the keychain. He's saying it is my town, Kawhi town.
It'll never
and
be.
There's a new king in town, right?
It'll never be.
He announced his presence. There's Kawhi town. This is Kawhi's job. It's to beat LeBron. It's going well.
Skip. You and I
they
both.
won that game that night.
You and I both know.
Interesting.
It doesn't matter how good.
This is his city.
It doesn't matter. The best, Skip.
Over L.A. Rain.
The best player on the Clippers won't be as popular as the third or fourth best player on the Lakers.
I give you all the above. But the Clippers are serious business.
They seriously
have to deal with. The Clippers could probably win 5 straight championships and it wouldn't turn around thinking in LA.
Stop. You know that's not going to happen.
Well,
you better hope they can win 5 straight playoff games. Forget the championships, because this is the first time you've ever been to the conference finals. Let that sink in for just a second. And now, after going to the conference finals, you're going to overtake the Lakers, who's been here since the 50s, who has 17 titles, and have Pantheon greats.
Ballmer doesn't care about winning L.A. He cares about winning championships.
Yeah, he cares about winning LA. Yeah. That's why he wants to get his own building. Because he knows as long as you stay in that building, that's all you'll ever be. Because here's the thing, Skip. If a child stays at home as an adult, all he'll ever be is a mama's boy. He's going to have to get out on his own. You're going to have to go out on your own, get your own building before you can be thought of as anything else other than our little brother.